What's up, everybody? This is Supercar Ron. I wanted to take a minute just to give you guys an update on my garage. It's one of the most frequent questions that I have. I wanted to update you guys on some of these projects that we have. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 projects being built right now. And I mean, at least 6 cars that are probably either purchased or coming in this year. And I'll give you guys an update on all of them. But the first project is my 1972 K5 Blazer. And if you remember that truck, we bought it at Barrett-Jackson up on the stage. I am gonna be using this truck up in Wyoming at my house for the summer. Summers up there are just beautiful, and it's probably 75 degrees, 80 degrees, and sunny almost every single day. My kids love that vehicle. It's good off-road. The whole thing is polished underneath. I mean, literally, I don't think you can find a better built truck. Hogan built this truck for Wild Bill of Deadliest Catch.
Yeah.
And now I'm the second owner of this vehicle. The fit and finish is unlike any other resto mod I have seen from that era. Like I am so excited for this vehicle. That's coming back shortly here within the next probably 2 to 3 weeks, and you'll see a lot more of that. Second project, and this is fun. The second project I wanted to talk to you guys about today is my 1989 turbocharged Dodge Caravan, okay? If you remember, this vehicle was the one that Grace and Tace, I set Tace, my content creator, up on a blind date with a good family friend of ours, Grace. I flew him back to Pittsburgh. They had to go get this thing, and they drove it, what is it, 2,200 miles? I forget it. It was about 2,000 miles in a 1989 Dodge Caravan, all the way back across the country through thunderstorms, first date weirdness, you know what I mean? Like, we had a great time getting that vehicle back over here. And now, this vehicle will be my drag van. Okay, so it's gonna probably run, I'm guessing it puts down anywhere between 550 and 750 horsepower, but the van weighs less than 3,000 pounds. So I'm excited to get this thing back, race, my hypercars, my supercars. I'm even gonna throw it up against my, 1,400 horsepower Supra and see how it does. We have all the parts in. The motor is being completely built, like top to bottom, complete build. I am so stoked for this car to get back to Envision. We're gonna install some additional running gear on it, some new wheels and drag radials, axles. We'll probably be caging it at a certain point because this is gonna be a 10-second minivan. But wow, this thing is going to rip. It will be unlike any other minivan on the face of planet Earth. Maybe what we do is we host our own drag night, right? Like, you know what, guys? This is what I'm gonna do with the minivan. At some point in the next few months, once it's back and completely built, I'm going to rent out the Las Vegas Motor Speedway drag race, and I will be hand selecting a number of you to come with me, and we will drag race the minivan against each one of your insane cars. So look for that special invite. I just came up with that right now, okay? So, Tace, can we rent out the Vegas Motor Speedway thing? You know Stradman's car can't beat the minivan, right? Yep. Like his Koenigsegg, it said it had a 260 mile per hour top speed, he only did 224. Minivan gonna crush Strad. So, third project I wanted to talk to you guys about today is my very first car, my 1990 Toyota Forerunner. They made a select few of these in two-door, and mine isn't the one from 88 and 89 where the top comes off, but this is the newer body style, but in the two-door version. They made it for 1 year and 1 year only, and they didn't make that many of them. It's a manual transmission, 6-cylinder motor, 150 horsepower. I had more fun in that car as a 16-year-old than probably any car I've owned since. The Forerunner is being built by Leadfoot Off-Road in California. It'll be the most insane vintage Forerunner on the face of planet Earth. It will be fast, it will take whoops, it will jump. I am so stoked. We have to put a cage in that one too because of the power and what we're gonna be doing with it. So Leadfoot though, I'm excited to see what you guys come up with. The fourth project I wanted to walk you guys through right now, the Cybertruck. You guys have been following along as we've teamed up with Heavy D, Sparks Motors. Those guys have done an insane job. And by the way, thanks to Tesla for helping us out with so many different things. The truck, I think when car manufacturers start off, trying to build their own vehicle, I don't know that they envision it doing what this Cybertruck has already done.
My hell.
The very first thing we did What do? We put tracks on it, right? We put those snow tracks on it, took it up into the mountains. I think we broke it 4 straight times. The last time we at least went 15 minutes before we broke something else. Oh! But then it was time to move on to the next, right? The snow's melting up in the mountains here in Utah. We wanted to make it to off-road games and showcase what a Cybertruck can do. And so it got a full new Fox suspension from the guys at Sparks Motors, a whole new wrap from the Envision guys. The SpaceX wrap like literally lit the world on fire. In fact, Elon Musk even reposted it. Check this out right here. On Elon's Twitter or X account, he reposted our Cybertruck. Yeah, the repost from Elon has something like 80 million views. It is one of the most insane vehicle builds I think that you'll see for quite some time. So I have a 2001 Land Rover Discovery 2 that is being fully built by the guys at Revel Machines. So if you guys aren't following them, check this link out right here. David and his team basically take Disco 2s and kind of apply the Singer process to them. So full body builds, full paint, full running gear, full interior, like custom interiors, all new motor, all new running gear, all new suspension, diffs, wheels, tires, interior, chassis, all new paint, all new off-road running gear. We're gonna have lights and a winch. This will be the nicest Discovery 2 on the face of planet Earth. So let me move on to a couple of new cars that we have coming in. And I have some fairly large news. For almost 20 years, I have been buying Ferraris. From the moment I could barely afford a Ferrari, I bought a Ferrari. I have owned everything from a 355, a 360, a 458, a 430, multiple, by the way, of each one of those iterations. We have obviously owned the GTC Vorluso, the 812 Superfast, the SF90. I know I'm missing, multiple 488 Pistas. Oh, I owned a Ferrari F40 for crying out loud. Like I have gone through the gamut of Ferraris. I have been what I consider a very loyal customer. So our local dealer, who are great guys and work really, really hard, they are kind of hamstrung by Ferrari corporate. And so some of the cars that I want, whether it's the 812 Competizione or the TDF or the SF90 XX, they have told me that there is no chance that I will ever. Oh, I had a Ferrari Roma too. I know I'm missing Ferraris that I have purchased. I have purchased so many cars. I have spent, man, I'd have to add it up, but probably north of 10 million on new Ferraris. And I can't get a single allocation for anything cool. So I have made the strategic decision, instead of buying new Ferraris, I'm going to just buy the Ferrari that I want, even if it's at secondhand market prices. The SF90 Stradale Spider that I have on order is black over red. I've had the SF90, it was wrecked on the showroom floor at Ferrari of Salt Lake. Super cool car, and it's not a car that I actually want in my garage right now. However, I thought any car they offered me to buy, I was just gonna buy, even if I didn't want the car, so that I could hopefully get allocations in the future. Almost 20 years of buying cars, and I do not have a single ounce of hope that I will ever get allocations from Ferrari. I'm gonna be walking away from the 3 cars I have on order: the SF90 Spider, the 296 GTS, and I think I'm gonna have to take the Ferrari Puro Sangue, however you pronounce that. Puro Sangue, I think is how you pronounce it. Honestly, I have so many SUVs, I have so many trucks right now, and the way I feel treated by Ferrari, I literally don't care about any of these cars. I was just buying them to stay in the Ferrari ecosystem so that hopefully I could get a better variant. And so I was told once upon a time, buying multiple front engine V12 cars and keeping it in my stable for years, and I've literally put tens of thousands of miles on these cars. I was told that I would be getting an 812 Competizione. That did not come to fruition. I have no idea if I will ever get one of the cars that I actually lust after. And it's not like the base model cars are bad or whatever. I just don't find them all that exciting, or at least exciting enough to order every single one of them that Ferrari offers me, especially given that I'm getting no allocations for anything limited. So I am walking away. This is my official announcement. I am walking away from the relationship with Ferrari. I will still probably own Ferraris, but I will be buying them at market prices on the used market. I actually don't think they give a crap about their customers whatsoever because, and maybe you just get this way over time if you're Ferrari, they have more buyers for their cars than they have cars to sell. So me walking away will not hurt Ferrari at all. They will not even, I bet Ferrari does not even notice that Supercar Ron walks away. Okay, hey, one of my favorite cars that is actually inbound is the new 992 GT3 RS. That is actually on a boat to us right now. But as far as speccing my own car with Porsche, this is the second one that I have had, and I've owned a lot of Porsches, that is paint to sample. This is coming in Viola Metallica with silver wheels. Like the car is insane. It's my second purple car, as a matter of fact. I had a 720S that was Lantana purple. Maybe comment in the comments, tell me what you want me to do with it very first. I think we go on a drift session. You know, I had a mechanic friend once that was like, hey, the best way to break in a car is like maxing it out RPM wise from day one. I kind of subscribe to that. Like, let's freaking go, you know what I mean? There's no such thing as break-in, come on. So let's go see if we can get drifty or something like that with the new GT3 RS, like right off the bat. We have a couple of cars, guys, that I am not ready to announce yet, but that have been purchased. Both are manual transmission. One is most definitely a unicorn. It is literally unobtainable. When I called the guys at Curated, because they help handle one other car that kind of is in the same realm, they were blown away. They're like, no way do you have a chance to buy that car. And by the way, if you don't buy that car, you're insane. Now, this car happens to be overseas right now, and so we're working on getting it into the country. And we'll be driving it this summer. We'll probably take it to Pebble. It's going to be my most expensive car that I have ever owned. The other car that I have purchased is sitting overseas, and I don't even want to tell you the country right now, but it will be getting on a container, shipping our way in probably the next 30 days. The car has 8,000 miles. It is more than 20 years old, but it is the most cherry version of this car. And I've had a number of people looking. It's the best condition, most limited nature of this car that I could find. I don't want to give away any more, but those are the two cars that like are purchased, that are overseas, that are on their way in. And they are going to be some phenomenal additions to the garage. You guys, come here, like a little bit closer. Just come on, get in here nice and tight. When I upgraded the Pagani Huayra right behind me to the Tempesta package, we had wheels left over, we had front carbon splitter left over, we had rear suspension components left over. What else do we have? We had so much stuff left over from the stock Pagani Huayra Roadster. Remember, that's a $3 million car. The exhaust is this stunning, the stock exhaust on the Huayra Roadster is this stunning titanium. I am turning all of that into custom products that will be available to you guys. If you guys want a piece of my Pagani, this ultra limited hypercar, you have to watch what we do with this. It is going to be insane.